Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hope you guys are doing well. This is Patrick and this is the CIA show. Hope you guys are good. As a Christian and we had Easter, we just passed. Today is Tuesday. The second, I believe, yeah, the 2nd of April. Anyway, welcome to the show. Please do us a favor, like, share, subscribe to this channel. By this, so you are encouraging us, and when we see the likes, the comments, it keeps us going. Okay. Thank you for making our time to spend time with us, by watching, commenting, and liking. We don't take them for granted. Okay, I want to talk about the persecution of Christians. And unfortunately, Nigeria has received the award back from the International Christian Concern. I think that's the word. Nigeria now is the most dangerous place to be a Christian. Not Afghanistan. Nigeria is now the most dangerous place to be a Christian. It is shocking. Let's go to the intro and I will discuss or talk about this after the intro. Let's go. Thank you. This is a sad news, but we are not surprised. We are not surprised because over the years we've seen Nigeria, the Islamization, the systematic Islamization, and it has not stopped. I will say it as it is. Yes, we will say, from in the southern part in Nigeria, the amount of churches, springing up, is the speed is quite alarming, in the good sense, by the way. But in the midst of the church growth, Nigeria has now become one of the most dangerous places to be a Christian. And you will ask me why. Well, it turns out that we have the headsmen, they call them the unknown gunmen, the gun-known men, the terrorists, cattle rearers, or all manner of names. But the principal thing here, or the common goal here, is to make sure that Christians are, as much as possible, eliminated. The International Christian Concern have declared that Nigeria is the most dangerous place to be a Christian. Not only them, the American newspaper, I'll put their link here, they've also highlighted on the issue that Nigeria, it is so sad that the religious drug that turns people to killers is unfortunate. As the international community will not know about this, but as the others were celebrating their Easters, some people in Nigeria we are not secure, put it that way. Because over the years, during the time of Buhari, the former president of Nigeria, the killing was normal. As Christians begins to celebrate the deadly killers, they roll in the name of God. I say this. If your God authorizes killing, I am not interested. God is supreme. Yes. Whatever, if your if you have a God and your God depends on you to survive, you need to think twice. I said it, if your God depends on you to survive, if your God depends on you to thrive, if your God depends on you, then you need to think twice. I can't fight for my God. No. Your God should fight for himself. Your duty as a human being in whatever camp you are is to make people to see your God. Point them to your God. Then let them decide. You don't point people, you don't enforce God on people. Now, as the Western world, we are celebrating their Easter, the IG of police, I think, issued a statement. You know, they were preparing just in case. And can you believe many of the Christians will be, some of them will, you know, because it appears whenever the Christians are celebrating, that's when the killing starts. So probably some of them will have, you know, retired to their houses and say, let me not go to church this Easter Sunday before I lose my life. It is a sad thing. The Christians, what are they saying? Nothing. I'm not saying, I'm not trying to push Christians to go and fight, no. But the Christian association should come together. The big, you know, the big churches, they should come together and make statements. Instead of fighting themselves on doctrines, you know, it's like what they do is they go on social media, they watch, and they come out on the pulpit and, you know, disgrace themselves. The principal thing is to preserve life and property. And that's the duty of the government. The government are doing their parts, but are they doing enough? No. Because we have someone, let's bring us the girl called Deborah, who was killed in the north. And the killers were proud to show their faces and with their instruments of the instrument they used, which was a matchbox. It was clear we have the face, and others that the accomplices, they are there. But as we are talking in 2024, they are roaming around freely and nothing has happened to them. They've not been arrested. By the way, they were arrested and took to court, and the sham parade and the masterminder, I'll put it that way, walked free and is going about his business. A murderer in the name of a God. Has anything happened to the guy? No. The international community can do better. The international community have the power, or have got the power, to declare an arrest, international arrest on that guy. And if possible, put a sanction on the governor or the prominent men in that state to fish that boy and his accomplices out. The international community can do that by placing a, because it appears that the system is covering them. There are some people covering these killers. We've seen the killers parading on social media, making video calls, you know, their faces are there. But when it comes to them, they can't find them. The security systems can't, the officials can't find them. Anyway, let me not ramble or talk too much, but I just want to say this. Nigeria needs to take its name or her name off the list of the most dangerous place to be a Christian. That is an embarrassment. But there's this saying, they said, can you shame the shameless? But something can be done if the Nigerian state can look inward and say, Nigeria is not a religious country. I'll leave it here. Before I leave, I'll put the pictures of those guys, the killers, who are still roaming around freely after they killed an innocent girl in the name of religion. Peace.